Hey dolls! Alright, I know I look a hot crazy mess right now. That's because the only thing done with my face is my eyebrows and my primer for my eyelids. Today I'm gonna do a little comparison. I have not tried these out yet, but I have seen them all over social media, Instagram, all over the place. So I figured that I would go ahead and test out these oval makeup brushes. I know you guys have probably heard about them. If you haven't, I guess we'll go ahead and try them out together on camera. And also I'm just going to compare these to the original Beauty Blender. This is my original pink Beauty Blender. I got in a 2-pack off of Amazon, and these were also from an Amazon seller, which I will link below if you are interested in these. These ones are the purple handled ones, and they're all like bendy, and these are really soft. The texture of these, that is what they look like. For today, I think I'm going to do my makeup like this because you guys highly requested a tutorial on that makeup look right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and recreate that makeup look on my face today because it is fairly simple for the eyelids and everything, and what we're basically focusing on is the face as far as testing out these new makeup brushes go. So I used the Essence How to Make Brows Wow kit for my eyebrows, and then for my primer I just used the Maybelline Master Prime. The foundation that I'm going to be using today is this BB cream from NYX. I got this a couple weeks ago and I completely and totally fell in love with it, so it is what we are going to be using today. I just like to put some on the back of my hand and then pick it up with my Beauty Blender usually. And make sure your Beauty Blender is damp. You want to use these things when they are damp and wet so that they can blend out the product a little bit better and easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half of my face with the Beauty Blender, and I'm going to do the other half of my face with the new oval makeup brushes. So I'm just going to go ahead and start popping this on here. And this NYX BB cream is in the shade Nude for you guys who are super pale, just like I am. I love this stuff. It works so well. It has pretty decent coverage, I'd say, and I just love this. I love using a BB cream or a CC cream during the summer months. So one thing is with the Beauty Blender, it is more of a stamping or pushing motion, and you can also like roll it like so. And with the makeup brushes, the oval makeup brushes, it's going to be more of a rubbing motion rather than a stamping or patting motion. So that's going to be a little bit different. I've used my Beauty Blender for I don't even know how long, and it has been a godsend for me. It has been completely and totally amazing. So I'm going to use, this one looks a little intimidating. It looks like a little large, but I'm going to go ahead and start with it, and then I can progress to a different one if I need to. So I'm just picking up the product on there, and I'm going to start here and just start blending it around. Okay, so first off, this feels really weird. I am definitely not used to this. Second of all, I feel like a lot of the product is kind of staying in the same spot and needs to be blended around a lot more. I'm not sure if I am a fan of the flexible handle because it makes me feel like I don't have as much control. I've heard a lot of people love that about these kinds because then it forces them not to like put too much pressure on the brush on their face, so it's supposed to be more gentle and have you not develop wrinkles as quickly in life. But so far I'm not sure exactly how I feel about it. But as you can see, overall, it pretty much accomplishes the same thing, I'd say. And I'm just going in like a circular swirly motion just to like blend it all together. I have a little bit of progress with that then. I feel like it kind of is heavy. So I guess what I would do with this is instead of applying the product to the back of your hand first and then picking it up on the brush and applying it, I would dot it throughout your face and then blend it in, because I found that with picking it up and like putting it right there, like placing it on your face, the product was gonna stay wherever you initially set it, as far as like having it be on the brush. But overall, I'm not hating this. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and continue the rest of my face using these brushes to see how I feel about them. I'm not gonna be using the Beauty Blender anymore. That was just like the basic foundation test. So now I'm gonna use my NYX Wonder Stick, and this one is in the shade Light Medium. And I'm going to go through and highlight and contour and conceal. Now, I am the type of person where I don't usually conceal every day. There are people out there who don't have that bad of bags under their eyes, and usually I'm pretty much that person. Like, I don't feel like I have that crazy of dark circles that I need to cover up or anything like that. But I tend to just want to do this extra step sometimes, especially if I'm just planning on doing like makeup photos or something. I just want it to be like extra good and bright. So I am gonna go ahead and conceal first and kind of do my highlight, and then I go in and do my contour. Some people do it vice versa. This is just how I do it. So I'm gonna just go in and blend this out and see how it does. Okay. I find that with these brushes, these ones in particular, it blends out really nicely, but I find that maybe a lot of the product gets lost within the brush itself, which I'm not sure exactly how I feel about that. But that part is pretty much the easy part. Now the contouring part. So I'm going to use another one of these brushes. I think this one is mainly for contouring. If I'm using these brushes for anything wrong, don't judge me. I was not given a booklet or nothing. So I'm just going by what I assume. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose, under my lip, my chin. And I love this Wonder Stick so much. I'm so happy I got it to try it out. It works amazingly. And then I like to just do a little bit on the temples as well. Kind of sloppy, but whatever. So I'm just gonna start up here, and it blends out fairly nice. So I'm just gonna pull this up. This is definite. Ooh, this is a little smudgy. Actually, this is a lot of smudgy. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing what is going on, but it is a little bit of a mess. I think using these brushes basically just all has to deal with experience and practice. Maybe I should have ran through a practice run of these first before I actually decided to film this video. Or maybe I'm just doing this all completely and totally wrong. This just looks very splotchy right now. This is a fail. What is going on? Oh my goodness. Am I really failing at using these? That just goes to show you guys I am not a makeup artist. Not at all. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of the smaller ones for a nose contour. We'll use this one right here. See if I can do something with this here. Okay. Alright, that one I like. This one I feel like it blends out pretty smoothly. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I feel also like when I'm going back over this with a brush, it's kind of wiping away the layers underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the Beauty Blender, how it kind of works as far as blending out my contour stick. So I like to take this and just pull it upwards. And you can see how this one, it kind of blends a little splotchy as well. But with the Beauty Blender, the product doesn't necessarily get stuck within the brush. So it's like, it blends out a little bit smoother in the long run. And I'm just looking at my viewfinder right now to do this. Obviously, if I was looking at my mirror, it would probably be a little bit smoother even. But that's the thing, is with the Beauty Blender, I feel like it's just so much more quick and easy that you don't really have to do too much with it in order to get it to do what you want it to do. Let's see how these brushes do when applying powder. So I'm gonna use my Fit Me powder from Maybelline. I'm gonna go ahead and powder underneath of my eyes first. So I'm just swirling this around in here, and hopefully that's what you're supposed to do. And then I'm just going to kind of pat that on. With this, I am going to use like the patting motion. And I feel like these are a lot easier to apply powder. So I think when it comes to liquids, 1000% I prefer the Beauty Blender. But when it comes to powders, these brushes apply way more smoothly. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my chocolate, Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzing powder from Too Faced, and I'm gonna use this brush, the same one that I kind of used to blend out the cream. I'm gonna go ahead and just do some powder and see how this blends out. This could be a huge, huge, huge mistake, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Yeah, the powders actually seem to blend a lot smoother than the creams do with these brushes. Okay, now for my blush, I'm gonna use the Illuminate by Ashley Tisdale palette, and I think this one is the brighter colored one. I did a full video on this palette. If you guys want to see it, I will link it on the top right hand of the screen, but I'm gonna use the little brush in this corner over here. Did I say brush? I'm gonna use this little blush in the corner over here, and I'm just going to kind of tap this on and kind of blend it out with one of these brushes. And I will be doing highlight as well, but my highlight I'm not going to do till the very end because I'm going to be having fallout with my eyeshadow, and I don't want to have to wipe away all of my highlight before I get done with my makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to somewhat of the tutorial portion of this video, and we will come to a verdict at the very end. I'm going to be using my Sparkle Baby palette from Sugarpill, and this shade right here called Kitten Parade. And what I'm gonna do is pop that on my eyelid, blending upwards. And I am just using one of my semi-flat Morphe eyeshadow brushes, and I'm just going to pack this on here. Sometimes I will use Fix Plus to pack this on a little bit thicker, but today I am not going to be doing that. I'm just going to show you guys what the shadow basically does all on its own. So there is the eyeshadow. It's very, very faint and very pretty. It's kind of like a champagne-y pink. Then I'm just going to take my MAC 224 and go through and blend out the top. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this shade right here, Hotsy Totsy, in the Sugarpill palette. And I'm actually going to blend that with my Hidden Treasures palette in the shades Key. So I'm going to dip into the pink first, and I'm going to just go ahead and work that on my crease. And you can see that's just going to pinkify things up. And then I'm just going to blend that out. And I'm using another Morphe brush. It looks kind of like this. And it's kind of like a fluffy tapered one in a way. And I'm just basically staying on the outer half of my crease. So that is about what that looks like. Now I'm going to take the same brush, and like I said, I'm going to go in with that Key shade from the Dose of Colors Hidden Treasure palette, and very lightly with the brown, I'm just going to super lightly, you can see how like heavy that kind of goes on. I'm just going to blend that out ever so slightly. Okay, and then one more time to blend everything nicely, I'm just going to go in with that Hotsy Totsy pink shade yet again, and just kind of like blend that around. I'm gonna go in with that original packing brush and the Kitten Parade shade, and popping this all over my lid again and just blending it into the rest as well. Now I'm gonna take this same brush and that Kitten Parade and go along my bottom lash line. And then using that same brush, I'm gonna take the Hotsy Totsy pink shade from the Sugarpill palette and focus this on the outer half, just like so, and kind of blend it to the top, on the corners. Okay, and next I'm going to take another one of my Morphe brushes and my Maybelline Eye Studios gel eyeliner, and I'm going to go ahead and create my wing. I'm not going to really show you guys too much footage of this because I don't want to mess it up while I'm filming it, and I've already done wing liner on camera and such before, so I will link my other makeup tutorials right here so you guys can go watch those. But basically I'm just going to tightline and waterline and also create a wing. So once I have done my kind of semi-symmetrical wings, then I am going to actually take that brown shade from the Dose of Colors palette, that key shade, and my Sigma E21 brush, and I'm just going to kind of smudge that out a little bit like so. Just like that. And then I'm just gonna keep like blending it around a little bit. And then I'm gonna take the Onyx shade, the black shade in this palette, sorry you couldn't really see, and that same brush, and I'm just going to use this on the corners to just kind of like connect the black. Okay, so there is that, and now I'm going to do mascara. And for mascara, I'm just gonna use the Miss Manga in Blackest Black, and I'm just going to throw this on my lower and upper lashes. Okay, and next I will be applying my highlight as well as false lashes. I'll go ahead and do the highlight first, but I'm going to be using Fanny Pack from ColourPop. You can see how much I have dipped into this, and instead of using one of the oval brushes, I feel like my makeup did pretty well today and I don't want to ruin it by trying something new, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stick to my traditional Morphe brush right here. This is the Morphe M405, and I'm gonna take some Fix Plus and spray my face, and then apply this by dusting in there and popping on my nose. I love this highlight so much. I'm so sad it's discontinued. And then I use my finger to do my Cupid's bow, and then pop a little bit on my forehead, not too much, and there is the highlight. Boom. And for my eyelashes, I'm gonna try out these Allure Luxe lashes. I just got these and they're like a mink effect, and I'm really excited to try these out. These are not the exact lashes I was wearing in my original eye look or makeup look, but I want to try these out because I feel like they're gonna look super like just girly and really pretty. And I picked these up at Ulta, so yeah, let's go ahead and try these puppies on. I'm gonna do this off camera so I don't mess them up. Okay, so once my lashes are on, now I'm going to go ahead and apply my lips, and today I'm gonna be using Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick in the shade 714. This is what I used with the original makeup look, and I feel like it just goes so nicely with the eye color. And once that dries, I'm going to take my same highlight that I used before and my finger, and I'm just going to go ahead and go right in the center of my lips. You guys have seen me do this before. And this is just going to create that nice dimension. And that is it for my makeup look. And then I just added this flower crown that I got from Rue 21 recently. And that is it. That is the completed makeup look. In conclusion, would I choose the Beauty Blender or would I choose the oval makeup brushes? As for liquids and creams, I definitely hands down would choose this beautiful little Beauty Blender right here. And for powders, I choose the oval makeup brushes. I will link where you can get these in the description box below if you are interested in them. If you are someone who only really applies powder makeup, if that is your preference, if you're really oily and you just prefer to apply powder makeup, definitely give these a try. Check them out, see if you like them or not. But if you're someone like me who has super dry skin, the Beauty Blender is probably your way to go. Maybe if I play around with these a little bit more, I will start to feel more comfortable and confident in using them, because right now it's a little weird and I just haven't really gotten used to it or anything like that. So hopefully over time I will keep you guys updated on if I end up loving these. I will probably feature them in a favorites video in the future, but other than that, I guess I will go ahead and let you guys go. I'm sorry this video was long. You guys really requested this tutorial, so I went ahead and just threw it together in here. And so yes, that is everything. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and with that being said, I will talk to you all in my next video. So until then, so long, stay strong, stay true, and be you. Alright, bye!